We begin tonight at 6 o'clock with the Indiana Black Legislative Caucus speaking out against redistricting, saying redrawing congressional maps will hurt black voters in Indiana's 2 Democratic districts.
Our Jenna Webster was there as they shared their concerns, including why one state senator says he's keeping an eye right now on the high court.
The Black Legislative Caucus is speaking out against redistricting just days after Senate Republicans were invited to join a call with President Donald Trump about redrawing the maps. They say the White House is continuing to put more pressure on Indiana, so they're in turn trying to put pressure on voters to tell their lawmakers they simply don't want this.
Their voices are not optional, they are essential.
The sign on the podium says it all for the Black Legislative Caucus.
Democracy doesn't get redrawn.
And their concerns about redistricting is what it could mean for black and other minority voters in the state.
They will pay the price in representation, in resources, and in respect.
Representative Earl Harris Jr. says it's what will happen if the 1st and 7th congressional districts are redrawn. The 2 Democratic districts are targets in the White House effort to gain Republican seats in the midterm. 1/3 of people in District 7 are black, and Lake County in District 1 is home to the state's 2nd largest black population.
But it's not like we're operating in a silo here. We've seen it already.
State Senator Greg Taylor points to the Senate districts in Fort Wayne, home to one of the larger minority populations in the state.
They took Fort Wayne and cut it into 4 sections so that you dilute the minority vote.
Democrats have threatened lawsuits against any new maps, but those legal challenges could depend on a Supreme Court case. The big question for the court comes from Louisiana. To what degree can lawmakers consider race when drawing district lines?
It could disenfranchise hundreds of thousands of voters, not only in the state of Indiana, but in this country. And the most important part about that is it could lower the amount of minority representation in Congress.
If the maps are redrawn in Republican favor, especially here in Marion County, State Senator Greg Taylor says a higher voter turnout from Democrats could make this Republican strategy backfire. So he says they'll really have to focus on get out the vote efforts. At the State House, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
And we checked once again, still no word today from Indiana Governor Mike Braun about calling a special session beyond what he said previously about a potential November through January timeline.
Tonight at 6, Pacers rookie Cam Jones is now under arrest after leading police on a chase.
Indiana State Police now tell 13 News that state troopers tried to pull him over for reckless driving along the interstate, but he took off. So take a look. We have video here that shows police stopping Jones near the I-65 and Fletcher Avenue exit. You can see the officer there handcuffing the Pacers player and then leading him back toward one of the police cars. All of this unfolding just around 10 o'clock this morning.
Now, according to the court documents, police say Jones was driving 90 miles per hour along I-65 and changed lanes several times without using a turn signal. According to those same documents, Jones told police he was running late for Pacers practice.
An Indianapolis man is now sentenced to 89 years in prison for shooting and killing a woman back in 2023. A jury found Joanna Johnson guilty of killing 27-year-old Emily Willis last month. In addition to his murder conviction, Nelson also faced a felony firearm enhancement and a habitual offender enhancement during the sentencing today. Witnesses say they saw 2 people inside a car talking to Willis, who walked away from them screaming for help before being shot.
Tonight, the Hamilton County coroner is sharing an update with us into the investigation ongoing at Fox Hollow Farm.
That's where suspected serial killer Herb Baumeister allegedly killed dozens of men in the 1990s. Investigators went back to the property over this last weekend, and they looked at an area where cadaver dogs alerted during a recent assessment.
Officials are telling us crews found no additional remains, but this investigation into this 30-year-old case continues tonight. Angela?
Scott, plenty of sunshine on this Monday early evening, and temperatures for the most part still in the 60s. We have 61 in Connorsville under bright blue sky, 63 Bainbridge. We're at 63 Indianapolis and Brown County, and 64 degrees in Crawfordsville. 60s early this evening. Once the sun goes down, we'll fall into the 50s, eventually into the upper 40s early tomorrow. Sunset this evening is before 7 o'clock at 6:58. Your Tuesday forecast includes a couple of rain chances, one before we wake up tomorrow morning before sunrise, and another will come later in the day. After we get rid of the showers after midnight, we'll have some morning sunshine, then clouds rebuilding with some afternoon showers tomorrow. Keep the jacket handy. High temperatures tomorrow afternoon only in the low 60s. Here's that rain chance that I mentioned. This fast-moving weather system will get here after midnight, bring us a few showers before sunrise. It exits, but as the cooler air wraps in behind it, additional showers tomorrow afternoon.